If you've made it this far, well, welcome back to the Imperfect Show. This is part 3. I'm leaving Deer Hollow to come back home. So it's my birthday. I turned 30. I thought I was going to be in Australia, honestly, for my 30th birthday. Hanging out in Australia, chilling and relaxing. But nope. I'm getting out of recovery, and it was one of the best birthdays I've ever had in a long time. Had cake, had friends, and just got hugs and got my challenge coin, and it was great. I just remember buying my ticket, knowing I was going to come home. And the people that I got to see, or that would talk to me every Saturday night via Zoom, we got a certain amount of time. They're going to be the ones picking me up, which I was excited. Like, I've never met them in my life. I met these friends on TikTok because I did the stair climb down on the Columbian Tower, which I'm gonna be doing next year. I'm looking forward to it. Already signed up. Boo, yeah. I was so stoked, and I just remember coming down to the airport, landing in Seattle, and getting picked up by this friend, and got to meet her boyfriend Jeremy, and it was great. Got to meet him and got the kids, and it's a great time coming home, and still, scared of what they expect and and I I just they took me out to, I think it's the Outback. It was Outback, and got to order and got me cake and hung out, and just it was fun. I think I spent let's see. And we came home Sunday. The whole family came, which is awesome. I took them out to Mexican town in Brewster, and it was a good trip, and just they've been supportive for me, and we have our ups and downs, but they've been nothing but supporting me through all this, and it's been the most amazing thing ever, and couldn't ask for better people. I am just thankful for the support. And then coming home was hard. The first week, it was nice to be home, nice starting my job again, going back. I realized my full-time job, everybody missed me. A lot of my customers like, I'm glad you're back, I'm glad this, and just they were happy to see me and just asked where I was, and I was honest with them. I told them what happened, because honesty is key, and it's the one thing I want to make sure I am with my customers is honest. From there, I've made a lot of connections, and I'm working towards getting groups going and just all kinds of cool stuff. I also started training for triathlons. I'm going to be signing up for a half Ironman too, and just having all the support from them and telling them everything's going to be okay, and it's just great. Yeah, I didn't realize I had a lot of my mind when I was going through everything. It was hard because I didn't know what to expect. I didn't know everything that was going on. And then after Deer Hollow, I come first, and I learned that I put myself first, and I'm doing that, but doing that means that the people that used to depend on you, when you don't have the time for them, they tend to disappear. And I've learned that, that shows that who are your true friends and who aren't. And I have a lot of great people in my life, and I didn't realize that. Some of them are hiding, some of them you don't even know. But you do make an impact on people. You may not realize that. So, we come down next month and I start firefighting. I go back to firefighting. And I think, and my first call, I think it was the day after I just got back. My first call was a CPR in progress. And I just remember getting the fist bump from a couple of fellow firefighters. And just, I learned a lot. I actually keep a journal down at the fire hall by my fire gear now. So when I go on bad calls or I have to go do stuff, I can write everything down and just let it all out and let my body say what it's feeling so it can release what it's feeling. Because that's what I learned, is that I don't have to let it in. I don't have to leave it in my body. I don't have to think I'm being weak by doing this. But letting it out is where it's at. Talking about it with someone. And I'm very fortunate. I go back to Amy. Amy has always been there. We have our struggles, separate struggles, but at the end of the day, she's never said no. It's always been there. Jared's always been there, my old fire chief. And Peaches. she's one hell of a friend. And my church community has been it's been stronger and stronger. And reaching out and learning different programs and different people that are struggling too. I've learned that being me and not hiding how I'm feeling or how I'm doing, being truthful and and telling them the truth, it really helps bring other people's vulnerability out. By vulnerability, I mean there's stories out there that I can relate to. I feel similar, and it's just I want to be able to help. But I only can help if I'm healthy. And for me to be healthy, I gotta take care of myself. And this is why I'm here. Not only running and exercising healthily, but doing these podcasts, being able to talk about whatever I want, and hopefully in the near future have guest stars on here. Stars or people or whatever, dealing with the same thing and talking about it. And how things have changed. And it's crazy how my life has done a 180. Well, this is part 3, and this is crazy, and I'm just happy to still be alive today and happy to have the people that are still in my life today. What I can't stress enough to anybody and everybody is, if you're feeling down, sad, depressed, don't be scared to talk about it. Let it out. It's not weakness. We all have feelings. All right to cry, let it out. It's emotion. It's emotion that needs to be out, because you let that build up, all that does is it's going to hurt you. Because a little bit here, a little bit there, it just starts building up, and boom, then you have an atom bomb, and that's the last thing you want. Well, this is the end of the series for this podcast, or not this podcast, for this episode. This is part 3, and hopefully you guys enjoyed it and find it interesting. Let me know. Let's hear. Message me in the DMs and the comment section personally. Tell me what's going on in your life. How can I pray for you? How can I help you? How can I lead you in the right direction? Whatever I can do to help, I'll do my darnest within my power of my mental stability.